Hey there. Thanks for joining me for another quick hypno tip. So today, this is another good one that's great for both kids and adults. Basically, what I want to talk about is how to go from being kind of a warrior to being a warrior. There's so many things that we can get kind of nervous about or start to feel those feelings in our belly. And when that happens, sometimes what happens is that we begin to have all these thoughts and we start to kind of make up stories about, what's happening or what, may happen. So this is really great for everything from, oh my gosh, school is getting ready to start, or oh my gosh, I have a presentation, or I really want to go to this sleepover, but I have all these feelings about what may or may not happen. And so this will allow us to take those thoughts that are coming up, and a lot of times we'll feel those even kind of in our belly. So it allows us to collect those thoughts, to collect those feelings that come up and allow them to just be pushed from our body out and away. So what I like to do is imagine, or if you have some handy, you can use some bubbles. So I can't use bubbles here in my house because my dog absolutely will lose her mind, probably knock me right out of my chair trying to get them. So for me, I'm going to pretend today. So you can pretend right along with me. Or again, if you have your own bubbles at home, you can go ahead and use your bubbles. So whatever works best for you is great. So what we do is, we just take a nice deep breath and we think about those thoughts that are kind of swirling. So I'm going to use the example of having a sleepover. So sometimes we really want to go sleep over with our friends or with our family, but we get a little bit nervous about, being gone from mom and dad, or, whatever that looks like. So what you do is you take a nice deep breath and you want to make sure that you're belly breathing. So the way that we know that we're belly breathing is we put our hands on our belly, and then when we breathe in, our hand lifts up more than our shoulders do. So my shoulders will still lift up a little bit and yours might too, and that's totally okay, but you know that you're belly breathing and really collecting all those feelings and all those worries when you have your hand on your belly and you breathe in deep and you feel your belly move up. So let's try that again, just really quickly. So put your hand on your belly and then breathe in. That's right. And when you feel your hand moving with that breath, that means that you're collecting all those old worried thoughts that you're ready to get rid of now. So let's do this again. And then this time what we're going to do is we're going to collect all those worries, all those thoughts, and then we're going to blow bubbles. Imagine blowing bubbles. And when you blow the bubbles, you'll imagine that all those worries that had been in your belly are going to go out like little bubbles and float away. So go ahead and practice that with me this time. So take a nice deep breath, making sure that you're collecting all those worries by breathing in your belly. And then you're gonna blow out and imagine all those worries going out like little tiny bubbles. See them all going. And then you can imagine watching them float far, far away. You can even see as they pop, they get far away and they pop, 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 pop. And the further away they go and the faster they pop, the more those old worries are gone. So let's do that again, just one more time. So go ahead and just notice if there's any of those things that you may have been worried about. Collect them all now. Imagine collecting them all as you breathe deeply into your belly. That's right. And now blow as hard as you can. Blow all those little bubbles out and imagine them, watch them as they all float away, taking all of those old worries with them and watching as they pop, 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 pop. You might even notice the light kind of, bouncing off of those bubbles. So watching them as they all go away, all those worries are carried away. And if you'd like, you can do that one more time, or you can go back to the beginning of this video and watch it again if you feel like there's other little worries that you're ready to, get rid of and watch them float away. And so now that all those are gone, what I'd like you to do is just take another nice deep breath. And then notice how much better you feel now that those are all gone. And something else that you can do too while you're feeling so much better now is to laugh. So you can pretend to laugh, or you can think of a silly joke. So sometimes at my house, if my kids, say they're hungry and they ask their dad for something to eat, he'll say, "I'll make you a fart sandwich," which is really gross, but really makes me laugh every time. So you can think of a silly joke like that and ha 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 laugh, and notice how much better you already feel. And the happier that you feel and the more giggles that you have, the faster you go to Worrier. So realizing that you are a warrior and that all those old worries that had been bothering you are just gone now, and that you can focus on having fun and being joyful and maybe telling some more silly jokes and really just enjoying that. So the next thing that I'd like you to do is take a minute and share this really cool tip with someone that you love, with a friend or with a family member, and notice how good they feel. Because every time we take time to not only feel good ourselves, but to help others to feel good, it just takes us even more into a warrior, because we're helping to create other warriors. And that's pretty incredible. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or you want to share your experience with me, I'd love to hear it. So please make sure to share that, and have a wonderful day being a really, really powerful warrior. Bye-bye.